Some of the most revealing faces you can see in China are at the Sichuan Opera in Chengdu province of southwestern China. It's here that the face of China is changing. And changing. And changing. Changing. Such is the performance at the Sichuan Opera of Chengdu. Long a hidden secret, but like so much more in China, it's now emerging into the open. Performers paint faces on air-thin silk, then cut them out, and thread a tiny string through them. As many as 24 layers are attached. In the performance, the actors change faces, one to another. For some 300 years, Sichuan opera performers have been revealing themselves in this way, but until recently, it was a scene visible rarely outside of southwestern China. Used to be, the actors simply blew into a bowl of colored powder to change their faces as red, black, or gold powder settled on their oiled skin. But over time, they came to use oiled paper, and today wear masks made of silk. In one show after another, we saw a China that few people have seen.
Welcome to it.
We witnessed views of China that are rarely, if ever, seen by outsiders. On the one hand, people turned out to welcome us in colorful costumes, welcoming receptions featuring singers and dancers, providing traditional greetings as we arrived, not just in one place, but in many. On the other hand, we saw a beautiful, natural, clean, and fresh China. This is the China to which the singers and dancers were welcoming us, one that has won recognition from UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and has been home to the endangered giant panda in northern Sichuan province. This is Zhujiagao. And this is Zhujiagao.
You know, the oxygen over there is 100 times more than that in the city. So we say that if you go there, you're gonna just extend your life. And actually, many people told me that they didn't imagine that, expected that in China, in Sichuan province, there is such a place. Just looks like an American, some rocky mountain, and you will find that the whole scenic spot is preserved so well. That valley actually is famous for its colorful water pond. You know, in China, we don't have any other water pond looks like that. Even when it's as deep as 30 meters, you can see the bottom very clearly. And we have one of the ancient widest waterfall, 350 meters wide. It's called Luozhirang waterfall.
And this is Zhujiagao too. For Zhujiagao and Sichuan are the home of the giant panda.
There is a lake which is called Panda Lake. They used to come there and drink a lot of water.
Yeah, we went to Panda Lake.
Yeah, but seems that the panda has come into the deep primitive forest nowadays.
It takes a lot harder to find them. You got to go further up into the forest.
You have to keep on watching maybe for 1 month. Then you can find one.
It's probably safe to say that the panda is the most loved endangered animal on the planet. Most of those living in the wild are to be found in this province in China, Sichuan province. They're spread out across the unpopulated areas of Sichuan, like the forest of Zhujiagao, and in some of the bamboo-rich regions of the province. Scientists say that panda used to be omnivorous, that it was both a meat eater and a plant eater. But nowadays in captivity, pandas are thought to be strict vegetarians, eating as much as 20 pounds of bamboo a day here at the Chengdu Panda Research Center.
Every people think that the special point for panda is that the panda is very lazy, do not know anything. But actually, the character of a panda is that he's very clever. Altogether in this park, in this research center, there are 43 pandas. The wild pandas in China now amounted to 1,700 pandas. And because the number of the pandas population is not big, that's why they developed a research center. Because every kind of specimen or every kind of animal has its role to play on this planet. Pandas in particular has her own role to play on this planet. So she deserves to have to live on this planet. They create a lot of things for the first time. in the world, like nurturing the panda by artificial means. Before, people had no idea how mother panda breeding their baby panda. But after her working here for a while, she found out that the mother panda can adopt or breed baby panda from other mothers. That means she doesn't simply just keep her own baby. She can take good care of baby panda from other mothers. Another major finding for this center is that they can tell who is the father, who is the mother for the baby panda. So the panda here is taken as a flagship. It's like the top of the animal protection, wild animal protection in China. If we can protect the pandas well, then that means we create miracle for all human beings. So panda belong to the whole planet. So that's why she works here as a volunteer. After her retirement, she's just thinking what she can do, what she will do for the rest of her life. And finally, she finds that maybe by educating the public, realize how important it is to protect wild animals, including panda, then it will help the protection of all kinds of animals in the world. In 1970s, when the endangered pandas were saved or rescued by locals, they put them here temporarily, and then they returned those to the nature. But for those who cannot return without any survival ability, they will be kept. I mean, at that time they were kept in this research center, try to develop the variety and try to increase the number of the pandas population. So for the research center here, they have a plan. Once the number of the pandas in total increase, then they will try to find a way to send them back to the nature. But now it's not the good timing. The number of the pandas in total is not big enough. The total number of pandas kept in a reserve like this, only 170. This year they have new births, so the number is still need to be updated.
And this too is Juzhai Gao, where people come together to celebrate their heritage of man, the environment, and nature.
Thank you.
Sichuan province stretches to a height of more than 15,000 feet and provides home to diverse plant and animal species unique to China. Its cascading streams, rivers, creeks, and lakes help feed the mighty rivers that traverse the province. Those rivers, in turn, provide a valuable resource downstream. In places such as Leshan, where there's a riverborne waterway, and a journey along it yields an amazing spectacle. At the confluence of the Dadu and Min rivers, he is what's reputed to be the largest Buddha in the world, gazing down upon the busy inland waterway. Listed by the United Nations as a World Heritage Site are the Thousand Buddha Cliffs. The sitting Buddha, Dapo, is over 220 feet high, nearly 1,300 years old, and helps tell a story about the history and spiritual beliefs of some of China's estimated 120 million believers. I guess we're on the confluence of three rivers that drain into the Yangtze here.
Yes.
It's a pretty important place in China, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a very important place in China.
Here,
Yeah.
we can say this is a very important place for Sichuan people.
Right.
Because this route, the water route, used to be the only way to go out of the province.
Right.
So everybody knows this road. A lot of poets.
Right, and they had to go by this big statue when they were leaving the province, going someplace else, right?
Uh-huh.
What do you think they were thinking as they went by?
I think it's just very spiritual, and you have that kind of emotion, you know. The emotional experience is very special. And
I guess
everybody passes by.
Yeah, some of the people who are here, I mean, you see them walking around up there, and then they're obviously here on the boat around us. It's a very important place for them to come and be a part of it too, right?
Yes.
Why do you think so many people are so interested in it?
You should have that kind of experience in your lifetime. Like everybody wants to go to Lhasa, the holy city. I mean, this is something must do in your lifetime. That's it. And if everybody tells you that go to that giant Buddha, it can protect your whole lifetime, and it's really something gigantic. So you really should go.
Some say the first Buddha ever built in China was in these towering hills above Leshan, in the lofty heights of Mount Amei. Many believers come today to follow in the traditional footsteps of their ancestors, who climbed the 10,000-foot-high peak to pay their respects to Buddha. Of course, today, visitors can take a tram instead of climbing to the temples. It, too, is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For over 2,000 years, the faithful have come here to one of 4 Buddhist celestial mountains to pay their respects. So we're at a very famous temple, aren't we, here?
Yes, this is the most famous one around the whole western regions. Everybody knows it.
What are people doing inside right now?
Oh, they are waiting for the blessing of the Pushen Buddha. Like they prepare a kind of ornament, which they wear it every day, and they take it to the monk. The monk bless for that.
Why is it important for them to do that? Why do they come here from all over China to do this?
Because this is a spiritual place. It's really a spiritual place, and this temple has been existed for more than 1,000 years. There must be some, spirit come here.
And there are a lot of other temples in the area here too. This isn't the only one, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very spiritual area for the people of China.
Yeah, those people are not, actually, most of them are not real Buddhist believers. But we can see they come here for like a pilgrim trip.
Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting for them. And actually, when they have the monk bless that, it still is important to them, right?
Yeah. Now we talk about the believer of Buddhist in China. Yeah, by estimation, if you take it to a census, there is just no more than 10% of a real Buddhist. But actually, when people go to such a kind of spiritual temple, everybody pray for that. Because if they don't pray, they believe that they can be some fortune and luck in their life.
So everybody who comes here is Buddhist, at least while they're here, right?
Yes.
Our view of Sichuan was from the valley floor, where the real people live, to the rainforest on the edge of the Tibetan Plateau. Sichuan province puts on a show that few other provinces in China or elsewhere can match.